Welcome, Power 1, to your reading. This is going to be personal growth advice, angel numbers, just advice for you personally. So I'll go ahead and set this over here. And we're going to start with some angel number advice. I'll pull that one first. I'll pull a few different kinds of oracle cards, and then we'll flip them after they all have been chosen. Alright, so pile number 1, angel number advice card. Pile number 1. Okay, we got your first card. Gonna get 3 for you from the Repair, Evolution, and Growth deck. Okay, next up, we're going to get you a chakra oracle card. I noticed my camera's shaking. I'm like, why is it shaking? It shouldn't be, but it is. We'll work out with that. Get you the chakra card. Soul Journey card. Whoops, that wasn't as smooth as I would have liked. It happens. We gotta do it anyway. This one. And we're also gonna get you a Spirit Animal Oracle Advice card. Whoops, it's not very even. Oh, those are big. These are big cards. That's shuffled for you. Okay, we're not doing that. I'm going to shuffle these back in here. Give it another shuffle. There we go. All right. Looking good. Okay. Now these are matte, so I expect them not to spread too smooth either. Oh no, there we go. That went good. Well, shows what I assume. Don't always assume it won't work out, because it might. Lesson for us all, right? Okay. All right, let's set these. Get these in order for you here. And we're going to start with your angel number. Your angel number is 11. Patience. Calm reflection, understanding, timing, awareness, and thoughtfulness. Changes are coming in your life, and you need to be aware of them. Don't rush to conclusions before you have all the information. Isn't that what we were just saying when I said I expect these not to go smooth, but then they did. Taking your time will prevent harm to others and ensure thoughtful decisions. In what areas of my life do I need to practice more patience and wait for the full picture to emerge? Today, focus on being mindful and taking things one step at a time, trusting that the right answers will come with time and clarity. So we got 11 for you. And your first repair evolution, love redefined. Cupid has entered your heart and awakened you to love and romance, but this time on a different vibration. Having newfound love for yourself has created an opportunity for a new chapter with the possibility of cultivating healthy relationships. Right? Next, old wounds, patterns. We attract what we need to heal. Often we find ourselves attracting the same type of people or situations that are not the best for us. Until we choose to find the common denominator of what we need to heal and release, the cycle will continue. Go within to heal the pain, layer by layer, to find joy again. So already I can kind of see a pattern here forming just with these three. In how do I say, in not choosing, in choosing partners that are good for growth but maybe not good to stay. Okay, like the relationships might not be good for long term or really good for you, but they give you an opportunity to really see problems and change. New beginnings, intention. New doors are opening and new opportunities are here. You are shifting into a higher frequency by honoring yourself and your accomplishments. It's time for a fresh start and a clean slate. You're being asked to only bring your new self into this new chapter. Okay, so this is actually kind of nice. It looks like you're heading into a new relationship, into a good one. And they're letting you know that it's time to let go of the old patterns, the old wounds, the things that you can bring in with you from past relationships, old hurts and old patterns, even from before you were romantically involved with someone, right? Like what happens to us during our younger years and our formative years can really affect the kind of relationships we seek out and our ability to interact with relationships in a healthy way. So it's telling you that there are new beginnings coming up, and definitely a new love relationship coming up, and to let go of the old and to, okay, how do I say? Don't project the old stuff onto the new one, okay? Don't project the old relationships, the old habits, the old feelings, past wounds from the past, your feelings from those. Do not project them onto this new relationship. New start, new beginning, starting over. When your subconscious tries to tell you, or your mind tries to tell you, how do I put this? Our subconscious and our mind, and yours too, whenever we have wounds, whenever we have trauma, whenever we have bad experiences, when we're going into something else, it's always bringing that up. It's telling us this is this, okay? And what these cards are here to tell you is that this new relationship is not that, okay? This is not that. It's not that. Don't treat it like that. Don't assume that it's that, because it's not. So it's there. I do see some signs here that you are going through that kind of a transition where you're learning to let go of the old things. So that's good. Just keep going on with it and keep addressing, recognizing when an old wound, a projection is coming through on your new relationship or the direction that your relationship is going in now, okay? It's leveling up in a good way. All right, let's see what your chakra oracle card is. Ah, discovery. That's nice. And look, it's red. Okay, so this is a love reading. We've got a heart here. Very nice. We've got, oh, look, that owl kind of looks like a heart too. We've got a spirit looking happily on this person with a heart. We've got red. We've got a flower. This is definitely a love reading. So this one, discovery, this is actually a really nice deck. All of the cards have their own little stories and meditations. But I'll just kind of give you the essence of this card. It's about leaving the past behind, being ready for a new adventure, new levels of self-care. You work on yourself. And so this one also, the story is about a person who they like break up with the love of their life essentially, and after working on themselves, they keep hoping for another chance at this relationship. After working on themselves, you know, they learn that the person they were trying to get back with is not really capable of receiving their love, and they realize that that person's role in their life was to expand their capacity to love. So you are going to be you're leaving relationships that are just teaching relationships, right? Like their role has been to teach you in a difficult way, kind of forcing you to expand your own capacity for love, capacity for self-care, capacity to love yourself. It's been forcing you to deal with what within you needs, what needs to like grow or be healed within you. So this is another card signifying that you're moving away from that. You're moving away from, I need relationships that I'm attracting relationships to teach me lessons, what I need to grow in myself. And now you're attracting a relationship, or you're entering into a relationship that is just mutually beneficial. You still can grow with this person. You still can learn from this person. But this is a hard lessons. And now we got to face the difficult stuff of my own inner wounds and growth in such an intense way. It's going to be functional. Okay. So a lot of these other relationships may have been dysfunctional, and that's what was forcing you to go inside and look. And this next chapter, it's going to be more functional. It's going to be more healthy. But do keep up the work, right? Keep working on yourself. Keep growing. Keep acknowledging and owning your own inner wounds, right? But you're making a lot of progress. If you are moving on, that means you've already done enough work and made enough progress to move on. So great job. Kudos to you. You're moving on, but keep up the good work, and don't forget the habits that got you here, what you changed to get here. Keep growing, keep moving, and don't just stop. Don't just give up, right? All right, so let's see your next card, Soul Journey card. Acceptance. I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. So that's another good one. That is showing, again, that you're learning what's yours and what's other people's. You're accepting when things don't work out, you're accepting why they didn't work out, and you're understanding that a little bit more. You're understanding that a little bit better. Instead of kind of dwelling and spiraling, you've learned how to grow from it and move on. So that's very, very good. Okay, time for your last card. This is going to be the Spirit Animal Oracle. And you got Peacock Spirit, Let It Shine. It is in reverse. This deck actually does also count reversals. So that's one of the one of the interesting things about this, besides the art's very nice. You can do reversed, you can do upright. So you got Peacock Spirit in reverse. And Peacock Spirit in reverse is about, so, like being afraid because of what others think. Asking yourself, if you are afraid of what others think, have you been conditioned to expect like bad things? Conditioned to be hurt? Conditioned that if you are yourself, bad things are going to happen. People aren't going to accept it. It's not going to work out for you. You're going to get rejected. So the message with this one in reverse is kind of like, look, if you're afraid, you've got some fear, to go forward, actually being your genuine self. And given these other cards, I feel it's saying you're afraid to be open and genuine in this new connection. And that is scary. Facing rejection can be really scary for some people. Nobody likes it. But for some people, it's really very difficult for them to deal with. But essentially the message here is that, okay, here's what I'm going to say to you based on these cards and based on Peacock. With these new relationships, be yourself, and if they don't like you, they're not for you. They're not the one for you, okay? I'm not trying to be rude, and I'm not trying to dismiss how difficult it can be to feel that things aren't working out with a romance, but the right one for you is going to take you, accept your honesty, accept your authenticity of who you are. That's going to be what's best for both of you. And so be yourself. And if these relationships reject you, and rejection is a strong word but to be honest, that's how a lot of people interpret things. When things don't work out, they feel rejected. When things don't work out, this big capital R-E-J, rejection, oh no. You know, it's like, okay, I'm not trying to downplay how difficult it can be for some people to deal with rejection, but I am going to tell you that rejection happens. We all deal with it, and it will be okay. And while we all have different levels of being able to deal with rejection, look, that is actually something that has to be worked on. And I know this from personal experience. Okay, dealing with being able to handle what we believe is rejection or what is actually rejection can be difficult, but it's important for us for our self-growth and for our own mental benefit. It's not about making it easy for other people. It's about building yourself up and having that confidence and knowing in yourself. So with this, what I'm going to say is, if you're afraid that a new relationship will not work out because you are being yourself, if that happens, they are not the one for you. They're not for you. And you're not for them. And that's okay. It is okay, right? The world is full of people with different views, beliefs, ways, feelings, and that's okay. Not everybody is for everybody. There's nothing wrong with that. So that's what I'm going to say to you given these cards. So that actually is looking very nice. You are leaving behind the part of your life where you attract partners that are supposed to teach you a lesson, difficult lessons, and force you to face inner problems. That is not a fun time of life. I will tell you that from experience too, right? That's not a fun time of life, but you are heading into something very nice, very beautiful. And it's actually I think it's pretty sweet that, you're heading into a good relationship. You are able to, okay, like you're able to now recognize people who can reciprocate love in a healthy way, have a healthy relationship, because you have learned, you are learning how to reciprocate love in a healthy way and have relationships in a healthy way. You couldn't find those people until you yourself could do it. okay? Because what is it they say? There's an expression, when you're wearing rose-colored glasses, red flags look pretty, or something like that. When you have distortion glasses on, when everything is red, you can't tell that it's a red flag. It just looks like a flag. So when you've got those red glasses on from all these past hurts and past wounds, you can't tell that a flag is red. You just see a flag. So you are leaving that behind, and that's really beautiful. That's really nice, actually. So there is healthy relationships in your future, and good job on getting this far. It can be very difficult for people to get this far because you have to acknowledge your own problems and deal with them and continue to deal with them. And some people never do that. It's very difficult, but good job for you on getting that far and making that progress. You are moving into a beautiful new chapter. It's going to be a lot better for your relationships. It's going to be a lot better for your love life. This definitely is a love reading. We've got Cupid, romance, got that angel there. Okay, new opportunities. And then with Discovery, this one's about love. We've got heart here. We've got red. We've got the flower. So definitely a love reading. Good new chapters coming up in love. And that is your reading, pile 1. So thank you for watching. I hope you got something out of this. And I hope to see you next time. Goodbye. Welcome, pile 2, to your reading. This is going to be angel number advice, growth advice, just kind of personal lessons, that kind of thing. Just advice on that and energy around that. So first what we're going to do is get you angel number. Get you one of these. Whoops. Okay, we're having a party here. What are we doing? Cards. Okay. All right. Tell ya. Okay, get that. What we're going to do is spread these and choose pile 2. We want an angel number advice. All right. Got your angel number there. Get you 3 from the repair, evolution, and growth oracle. Whoops. Get back in there. Okay. Repair, evolution, and growth oracle. Oh, I felt it. Felt one of them, yeah. Okay. For pile 2. Chakra oracle card. Let's You know, I felt too, I didn't do this with the other one, but that's just what I'm feeling. All right, now soul journey. I know I'm rough with these things, aren't I? Soul journey card for you. This one. All right. And animal spirit oracle. I'm going to do that as well. And this will be the last card to draw, and we will begin to turn your cards over and see what the messages are for you. Okay. All right. Let's start stacking these, and we will flip them one by one and get your messages here. Okay. Ooh, 3. Harmony, divine guidance, balance, relaxation, patience, and mindfulness, peace. As a number of harmony, this card represents divine guidance and direction. Embrace the benefits of relaxation. Take your time and think before you speak or act. How can I bring more harmony into my life by being mindful and patient in my actions? Today, practice mindfulness by taking a few deep breaths before making any important decisions or communicating with others. Okay, so think before you speak, before you act. If you have a tendency to have emotional reactions, sometimes the best thing is to just wait for your feelings to work through themselves a little bit, subside a little bit, and then you'll be able to take better action for you, like actions that might be better for you long term. Taking the leap, courage. You have to let go of something good to get something great. Taking the leap into the unknown can be scary, but you are being called to have faith in yourself and the universe. If you want to experience the next level of success, you cannot stay comfortable. Enjoy the journey. You know what? That's actually kind of a pet peeve of mine when people are like, enjoy the journey. Sometimes the journey to a good destination just sucks. So, I'm sorry if that's where you're at. If you're dealing with a shitty, I don't know what words I can say, with a crappy journey, I feel for you. But now they're telling you, you gotta be uncomfortable to get up a little bit higher. It happens to us all, unfortunately. That's the way it is for most of us, born in the regular real world and not with a trust fund. Soul family, strength. Finding your soul family is a blessing that reaps many benefits. You are being asked to reach out and explore to find your soul connections. They will feel familiar, safe, and trusted when you meet them. Send out your intention to connect with your soul family and see who comes your way. Okay, so it looks like there's going to be some changes in your social circle and who's in your social circle. You might be outgrowing your current friend group, or your current family, people around you. You may be outgrowing that. You might be leveling up now. And they're encouraging you to set the intention and open your mind to meeting people on your level and to increasing your level too. New beginnings, intention. New doors are opening and new opportunities are here. You are shifting into a higher frequency by honoring yourself and your accomplishments. It's time for a fresh start and a clean slate. You're being asked to only bring your new self into this new chapter. So, again, with the theme of change, new beginnings, leveling up. So, from these here so far, it looks like you're ready to take that next step and level up, and you are probably going to end up leaving some people and places behind, and that might make you uncomfortable, but you're going to benefit in the long run. You're going to be happier, you're going to grow more, you're going to have more success. So I know how uncomfortable it can be to feel like you're leaving people behind or to actually leave people behind. There is a very old saying that many people use than it is. People come into your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. Some people it's a reason. Some people it's a season. Very few it's a lifetime. But it's okay to move on from the reason and season, people. That's just how it is. You guys will move on from each other. Everybody will grow. Life will go on. The sun will still rise. But you will be better off if you leave behind what's not right for you anymore. And it's okay. Sometimes that means you leave people behind. It doesn't mean you have to leave them behind with anger or bad feelings. You can let them go in peace. You know what I mean? Peace, and be on your way. And I'll be on mine. All right, so dissipating. And since you got 2 of these, I'm actually going to pull the second one before I say anything about this one. Workaholic. All right. So dissipating this is actually a really nice deck. Each of these has like their own little story and meditation. So it's like a whole thing, like a whole little lesson encapsulated. Dissipating on that one, it's about when you get, okay, so this canary and this older woman, they talk about, we're going to make a movie. It would be so cool. Well, they get the money to make it happen, but they decide to go on a cruise instead. And the rest of their lives, they talk about, oh, this great screenplay, you know, we have this cool story, but they didn't make it happen. They spent it on something else. So this is about putting your resources onto the things that matter to you the most, onto putting them into your dreams, right? Into the things that are actually going to help you grow, going to help you improve your life, make a better difference, right? And the workaholic, this story is, I know it looks like a blueberry and a prune, and basically it is. It's an old blueberry and a young blueberry. The young blueberry is, just as the card says, a workaholic. He's not having any fun. He said, I'm perfecting my art. I'm just perfecting my art. You know, I'm going to spend time on that. But he finds out that when he lives his life to the fullest, it actually improves his art. His art is better. He's happier. So this card is about finding balance between trying to perfect things and trying to work and building towards something and also living life. And what's interesting is that these two came together. And in a way, it's like two sides of a coin. You've got this person who has dreams, and they get everything they need to live that dream out, but then they go on a cruise. They choose leisure, and they just talk about that dream for the rest of their life, having missed their chance to make that happen. And in this one, you've got a blueberry artist who is intent on working and no leisure. And he finds out that when you take time for yourself, when you don't spend all your resources on work, it actually enhances your art, enhances your life, because you've got more to express. You're more balanced now too. So these are actually very interesting together. I think it really kind of gives us like an idea, like a picture, that where you put your resources and your time needs balance. There needs to be a balance between working and what your work efforts are going to, your resources and what your resources are going to, and then also your leisure time. It's saying, don't work too much. Don't work so much that you have no time for leisure. But don't forget that when you have an opportunity to put your resources towards something meaningful as opposed to something leisure, don't just skip that either. So it's really a big message about balance. You know, don't work so much you can't have playtime, but don't play so much that your work suffers, right? So it's important to find a balance. These two are warning you from going too far either way. You really need to be in the middle and have balance with that. All right, so let's see your soul card. Happiness. I am aware that being happy means I am on the right path. So this is about acknowledging happiness, about being able to feel happy, about doing things that let you feel happy, and understanding that your emotions are like guides, okay? Like when we get happy, it means we're on the right path. When we get mad, it means that something is wrong, right? Or unjust or unfair for us. It's telling us something about what's right and what's wrong for us, right? Or in some cases, what's already wounded in us, right? Negative emotions can tell us a lot about what's already wounded in us. So this happiness here, being aware of when you're happy, of what actually brings you joy, is important. It can help keep you on the right path, keep you from going down a path that's going to lend you to misery. So actually, I feel like this goes with these two over here, because I feel like these are very connected, right? Because it's all about that balance of working and leisure and where you put your resources and making sure you don't go too far one way or the other, right? And balancing that out, that's gonna get you to happiness. The balance, right? So let's pull your last card and see what you got. Oh, butterfly spirit. Transformation is beautiful. And it did come up in the reverse. Something interesting about this deck is it does have reversals. So you get to see, they call it protection message. And it's essentially just like with tarot, it's got the same essence, but a different expression. So we have got the butterfly spirit here, and the butterfly spirit in reversal in protection message. That one says, I'm very familiar with it upright, so I'm checking right now the book for the protection version. So, okay, transformation doesn't have to be traumatic or dramatic as things may seem. Change is a true constant. Don't resist it. You might have forgotten the beauty and joy of life as it moves through seasons. You have a choice. You can struggle with the conditions and see through the lens of lack and loss, or you can surrender to the grace calling you to allow life to take its course, moving through the sadness and disappointment. So this is kind of reinforcing that it's a time of change, it's a time of transformation, and there are going to be some sad feelings, but it's important to feel them and work through them and then release them. Let them, don't try to hide from them or ignore them. And it might not feel great, but you are transforming, you are leveling up. When it talks about seeing through the lens of lack and loss, you may only be thinking about what you will lose. Honestly, I'm kind of getting the feeling that if you do this, you're going to lose people. And I don't mean that because they're going to turn on you or anything of that nature. I mean because it will be you finally admitting that you've outgrown them. That they are actually... y'all are actually in different places at life, different mindsets at life, and you don't really fit together as well as you once did. You don't really benefit each other relationship-wise as much as you once did. You're not really getting as much out of it as you once did, and it's possible that it's kind of holding you back, right? There's a saying about you and the company you keep, and it determines your character, you may be outgrowing. And right now you may only be thinking about what you're going to lose. You're going to lose all your friends. You're going to lose your friend group. You're not going to have these people anymore. Yeah, that may happen, and that's going to be real difficult if it does. But the thing with that is, when you open those spots up, when those losses happen, you're opening the spots for something new and better and greater to come in. You now have the time, the energy, and the space for a group that actually fits you. Okay, so here with Soul Family, you will open up the space for your soul family to come in, because those slots will no longer be taken by people who are not fitting in your life as well anymore as they once were. So this shows a lot of fear of losing your friend group, of losing the people around you, of not wanting to do that, of not wanting to feel alone or friendless or let go of that, because I get it. Who would? You don't want to, nobody wants to wakes up in the morning and says, you know what, I'd like to be alone. Well, okay. I am wrong on that. I know that. There are people out there who are like, I'd like to wake up and not be bothered and be alone. But what I'm trying to say is that few people wake up and want to, in the morning, and want to say, I'd like to ditch my entire support network and group of friends today. I just want them out of my life. And that's not how it's going to happen here either. You're just going to grow away. You're going to grow apart. You might lose them in the space that they are now, but other people will come in. Other people who are better suited to where you are in life right now, your soul family. And that's okay. Relationships change and not everything lasts forever. Well, nothing lasts forever, actually. So this is a difficult but a positive message. It's change, it's transition, it's leaving one group behind and finding another. And as a side lesson, finding a balance between play, work, and happiness. So, transitional time, leaving one group for another, but the next group will be your soul family. So that's a growing step. That's a good thing. It's positive for the future. It's scary, but it's good for the future. So, okay, pile 2, that was your reading. I hope you got something out of it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Welcome, pile 3, to your reading. This is going to be personal advice, angel number, personal growth, advice, lessons, that kind of thing. This is going to be about you and what's going on with you right now and what messages and lessons you need to hear. So we'll get you an angel number to start with, and then we will draw from our Repair, Evolution, and Growth deck, our Chakra Oracle deck, Soul Journey, and Spirit Animal. Okay. Pile 3. Angel number. Okay, there's your angel number. Whoops. Okay, and Repair, Evolution, and Growth Oracle. Get 3 of these for you. All right. Chakra Oracle deck. I really like this one. I've used it myself for quite a while for just personal growth. Each of these cards has an entire lesson in the book. It's a whole little story. So it's kind of like the fables where you've got the story and then you've got a lesson. This one's like that. They have little meditations. Just really something to get you thinking and focusing on your growth. These here. Okay. Whew. For pile 3, Chakra Oracle card. All right, feeling this one. Feeling this one. Okay, Soul Journey card coming up. Right, Soul Journey card for pile 3. Soul Journey card for pile 3. And Animal Oracle. That. Look at that. Well, that happens with these big ones sometimes. I have one that's so large, I have to hold it like this way and just like flip the corners whenever I want to. I can't even flip the whole deck. You know what? I might start trying to do that with this one. Yeah, doesn't want to do it. I'll practice that another time. All right. Animal Oracle for pile number 3. This one. Okay. All right. So, pull these down for you. And we'll start with your angel number. 1, focus on self first. Independence, confidence, authenticity, new beginnings, self-pursuits. This is your time to focus on yourself, embrace your independence, and stand confidently in your truth. Unapologetically be you. New beginnings are on the horizon. Make this the perfect moment to start fresh and pursue your dreams with renewed energy. What steps can I take today to honor my independence and stay true to myself? Take time today to set a clear intention for a new beginning in your life. Focus on what truly matters to you and take one small step towards achieving it. Okay. Spirit guidance, co-creation. Your spirit guides and guardians are here to assist you and to help you evolve into your authentic self. The time is now to see yourself as your spiritual team sees you. They ask that you remove all limiting thoughts and open yourself up to them. Meditation and asking for signs are a great way to deepen your connection. Nature therapy, grounded. Your soul loves to connect and be one with nature. A beautiful healing takes place when you ground and center yourself with the earth. Being in nature has a way to restore what has been lost and brings you back to your center. And your last repair, evolution, growth card is good news, positive energy. Your prayers have been heard. Good news is on the way. The universe wants you to have expectancy of positive outcomes in your life. You have the power to manifest what you desire of your highest good by co-creating with Source. Now it's time to celebrate. So another mention of co-creation with Source, with Spirit. Very interesting. I need to stop saying All right. Get your chakra card. Prayer. This is, some of these are interesting. Their stories and their lessons are kind of weird. This one I also think is kind of weird. Because the story on this one is someone is looking for guidance. and they decide, I'm going to leave the family farm, but I need guidance. Should I leave the farm? Should I not leave the farm? And then the head of the farm dies, and they're like, oh, I guess that means I should stay and take care of the farm. So prayers being answered in I am not saying at all that's not how it's going to be with you. It's not like something bad is going to happen. Good news is, because you got good news, you got positive energy saying your prayers have been heard, your prayers have been answered. Co-create with spirit, focus on yourself. So what you've been asking for, it's coming through, it's been heard. It looks like you need some things for yourself, and you need better circumstances. You've been praying to be able to find yourself in better circumstances, and your prayer has been heard, and Spirit's trying to help you out with that. They're going to send you signs. They want to work with you to get you into better circumstances. Maybe you need a better living situation, a better job. Maybe you just want your whole life to be better. So they've heard you, and they're ready to work with you. They're going to start sending you signs. They've heard your prayers, and they're going to start working on their end to help you move to where you actually want to be. This can sometimes be a difficult process, but you've got a lot of really positive cards here. So especially, I mean, these are all positive decks, so what am I saying? But especially with positive energy right here, good news on the way. So it's telling you that positive outcomes are on the way. We're going to work with you. We're going to co-create with you, work with us, listen to the signs. Let's get you where you want to be. This also mentioning the nature therapy. That's just kind of to keep you balanced during transitional times. The transitional times, even when they're good and they're leading somewhere good, they can be very disruptive. They can be a little bit chaotic. So spending time in nature and around nature, I believe science has already proven there is psychological benefits to that. And then, of course, every nature lover out there and every new age person out there is like, I love trees. Well, maybe not everybody, but look, it's a common thought. It's a common way for people to try and feel better is to go be near nature, and nature is very grounding. It's got a lot of good energy. I mean, I myself have a little bit of a house plant addiction, right? I'm not saying I chose it instead of therapy, but because I have done therapy, right? But I'm also saying that I ran out of room for house plants. So, and they do actually make me feel better. I actually touch the leaves of my houseplants almost every day. I've already made sure they're all non-toxic to people and pets because I have dogs. But I actually find it does make me feel better. So, here's your next card, trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. This is going here with number 1 because I feel these are very connected to that. This is like the same aspect of this whole message where it's saying trust yourself, take your own steps to honor your independence, stay true to yourself, accept that your inner voice will guide you correctly, get that confidence in yourself, build your self-trust, make sure you take care of yourself, go in the directions that you need to go that's best for you. And your last card is Otter Spirit upside down, which in reverse says you are never alone. So this deck actually does, the Spirit Animal Oracle actually does have different messages for upright and reverse. It's kind of a neat feature. It gives you a little bit of nuance to the messages depending on how that energy is manifesting in your life or how you need to try and manifest it. So and when it's reversed, they call it a protection message. So the protection message for Otter in reverse is about putting, okay, so like it's about community, okay? If you've been focusing all your attention on one person or only counting on one friend to hold you up, it's telling you that there's community, not just this one person. You've got other friends. Allow them to give to you, allow yourself to receive from you. Let them give you their attention, let them give you their friendship. There is available support in multiple directions. You need to believe in that, right? You reach out to someone, you see that, hey, they actually do want to reciprocate. They actually do want to be your friend. It's not just one person. It's not just singular. It's multiple. And it also does mention not to focus it on just one person. So building your community, that's already, well, I say building your community, but this really is actually more about embracing the community that you already have, that is already available to you. So it's one of those look around, open your eyes, it's right in front of you kind of things. You may already have it, but not see it. And this card, the Otter Spirit card, is a reminder. It's kind of a open your eyes, look around. You have more available to you than you thought. Reach out, reach out, reach out, reach out, and let those other people be true friends to you. Don't block yourself off from that. How do I say this? So this one is mentioning, see yourself as your spirit team sees you and remove limiting thoughts. Open yourself up. I'm kind of getting the feeling that you may not feel worthy of it. You may feel like it's a bother to people to be your friend. You may feel as though you don't deserve it. You're asking for too much. You're putting people out. And what it's trying to tell you is no, people do want to give to you. Real friends want to be there for you. It makes other people happy who are your real friends. If they're actually your friends and they actually care about you, it will make them happy to be one of the people who you allow to be there for you. And it's reciprocal. Don't forget that. Reciprocal. Don't just take from other people to give to one person. You reciprocate as you receive. Just as you would like to help other people out, and you probably get a sense of joy and accomplishment. It makes you feel like, oh, well, they trust me. Oh, well, they like me. They came to me for help. Yes, they do trust you. They do like you. And wouldn't you like to allow those same people to feel that way too? So this is a really positive reading, actually. It shows that for one, it's saying that your prayers are being heard. Whatever you've been praying for, whatever you've been doing, whoever you've been trying to talk to or pray to, the divine, your spirit guides, your ancestors, it has been heard, and yes, they do want to work with you, and yes, they are going to take an active role in trying to work with you and get you where you want to go. So this is really nice, positive, actually. Your prayers have been heard. And Spirit's working with you. They're going to work with you. They want to get you where you want to go. And they're telling you, don't forget about the community that's available for you. What we bring you, when we bring you these people, do not shut yourself off from them. Allow yourself to give and receive. And you're going to be in a better place. It's going to be better. So, okay, pile 3, that's your reading. I hope that you got something out of it. Thank you very, very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.